and welcome back to promo relegations of Forge of Champions as we are on the promo stage as both E9 and Nvision have got themselves one win apiece in this best of three, and the winner of this game will be punching a ticket to the summer stage of the UK League Championship. So really all on the line now, and obviously the loser, they're not out, they're not done, but they do have to then beat out either Darkspawn or Bulldog in tomorrow's best of three to round out Forge of Champions and to find out who our last team in the UK LC is going to be.
That's not easy. That's a lot of pressure on both the teams, and if you take the win here, it's got to feel so good as well to be the first open team to make it into the UKLC, whereas like you say, there's a lot of momentum based as well. Other team will be on the upward trends, and even if you've beaten them before, because don't forget, there's always going to be the chance for a rematch. So the open teams, they're going to feel good, but you got to wonder whether or not the UKLC teams can have made those changes ever since it's last time we saw them play.
Alrighty, go get the whiteboard. We asked you guys in the break. Well, not in the break, before the game actually, who you think Chronicler should be drawing. Is there nothing on it? Cool. Have we got a pen? I need a pen. Can someone get a pen?
We need a pen.
They're on it, don't worry.
It's happening. Don't you guys worry.
They get a pen. Right, so we guys asked you to draw us something. Well, Chronicler should draw something.
Why is it me?
Because you're the best artist here. And you all said orcs in a denim jacket was what I was told.
Yeah, we did have someone say orcs in a denim jacket.
So we're going to draw orcs in a denim jacket.
It completes the denim trifecta.
Okay.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear me.
There
now
we go. There we go. Just
Okay.
just lob me the pen.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Thank you. Multiple pens.
No.
Yeah, no.
That one just hit the ceiling.
Oh.
That one just hit me.
Oh, no.
Call that one. It's red.
Okay.
We're doing them in red. To be fair, actually, yeah, it needs to be blue.
I have green. Green's my favorite color.
All right, hold on.
It's also a
we need
creative color.
We need the easel. Hold on.
Yeah, oh, that's an easel. Oh, man, that's such an upgrade of last time. So, picks and bans.
Crucially, have the same balance as last game. We do now see Nvision on the blue side. It is 100% win rate for blue side in this series. Relia will take that Vladimir first pick, and then EJBY Brotherhood will quickly take the Akali and that Jace, who had so much success in that 1v1 against the Vladimir. Now back over to Nvision. Remember, Karth is once again off the table. 3Z3, he is potentially looking towards that Azir, and he will lock it in. So not going for that Zed, that skill matchup into the Akali. He's going for something safer, something more heavily scaling that he's more used to. He played this a lot yesterday in both games of his series.
I like that we're starting with orcs' his patented green skin and green hair.
Don't give me grief. I'm in the zone.
And then a Sivir coming in from Spark. So this is something we saw a lot of success from them in game one. Hard to punish. If something like that Thresh comes out again, really difficult to land a hook onto it. But now it's over to EJBY Brotherhood. I expect to see them locking a jungler here because I know how much pressure they like to, how much priority they like to give to Psyche. Or the alternative is give something like that Tristana over to Denvoxnay because he was so good in that last game.
Maybe they're looking towards their jungle pick here. Had a great showing on that Jarvan in the last game as well for Psyche. So I'm going to lock that in as we head into ban phase 2. I like how you're giving him like the anime glasses glare
Yeah.
as well. I'm a big fan of that.
Don't you guys worry.
I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm actually an anime character.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why
you
you
the
can tackle
protagonist?
so well.
Actually, I feel like you wouldn't be a protagonist.
I feel like my cat would be the protagonist.
I don't feel like any of us would be a protagonist in our shows. We'd all be supporting cast.
Well, we're casters. We literally support...
We support these guys by casting their games. As we've out the Hecarim and the Tristana band away into this ban phase 2. You're running low on time, my dude.
Yeah, I'm doing my best. Like
You've done like the top half of his face.
Okay, this is the hardest part though.
The priority
I want to
there
do it
was
justice.
the
This beautiful
AD
face.
carry for Nvision, so now they'll be able to ban away picks with Denvoxnay, that Tristana being the first one. Kai'Sa also a possibility, although it is something we've seen Nvision go towards traditionally. Thresh bans, so that full bot lane from EJBY Brotherhood banned away. That does mean if they wanted to, they could take a no out of Nvision's book and take Zyra Khan for themselves, or they could go for something like that Kai'Sa, which we've seen them have success on before. Looks like Denvoxnay is thinking of that right now.
Let's see what they decide to round that up.
taken off the table, so Infinity, a lot of junglers. Limited.
All right, well, they do actually pick up that Kai'Sa here. Now, Spark, UK meal deal, last 2 picks coming forward. They're looking towards a Zac,
which is a wild one. It is something he did play in the stream that was not the stream, in the games that were not streamed. He played it into a Sejuani. Playing it into a Jarvan now, though. And it does mean he's got a lot of tricky things to get onto. And Akali is very hard to hit as that Zac. But wanting to go for comfort here. A lot of scaling, a lot of team fighting already coming out from Nvision now. Over to UK Meal Deal. And he takes the Morgana. A very safe lane with the Sivir Morgana.
There is a blue
Both of them
pen.
have spell shields. Denying it from Shazian as well. I'm sure you want to play it. But crucially, what is left available? That Nautilus, which we know he is very comfortable on. So wouldn't be surprised to see that as the final pick. But he's going to struggle a bit in this matchup because they have 2 spell shields. And in fact, he's opted not to go for the CC heavy champion. He wants to play something that's going to offer more support to Denvoxne. Something that isn't going to provide CC as a primary thing. It's providing the shielding for his AD carry.
I'm liking this. This is going to be all about Denvoxne once again. I mean, Vixen, he's been very aggressive on this Akali. 3 games in a row this time for EZ3, opting away from the Zed. Wants to go for that as we've seen him play the Azir. It's more comfort as well.
So this is what I want to talk about is Janna is been picked regularly as a counter against Zac because obviously you can stop him when he goes in for his jump. But something that it's not really played at all, but there was a time way back when I was still a player.
Really?
Where I was...
Doesn't talk about it a lot.
There was fringes of it, but I didn't really see it get played. But Zac Morgana, you can black shield the Zac, and you just can't stop his engage.
That's actually nuts.
When the Zac jumps in, Shazian won't be able to use his tornado, won't be able to use his ult to stop the engage, and could really end up having a great team fight from Nvision.
I mean, it's the image. It's the spitting image of you.
Isn't it perfect?
Go stand next to it. Put your head next to it.
I can't, yeah. Sorry, I have time restraints, right? But I gave it my all.
Yeah, you know.
I think our uniform one was better.
No, ours were awful.
They were real bad. Are we just switching places here?
Are you not going to sign it?
Yeah, you need to sign it. I actually want to see what your signature looks like.
Oh, it's not
Probably
great.
a lot better than mine.
And
it started so strong.
Now you can,
and then it was like you fell over.
The angle is really hard.
If you tweet at us, #4GChampions, you can actually buy this picture yourselves.
From our artist.
We will allow you to bid for it if you're interested. Let us know what you would pay for this masterpiece.
Orcs, I know you're very good at disposing of whiteboards after we're done.
Yeah, I am.
I'm just wondering what way. Yeah, I was about to say, that's the way you want to throw it. If you're going to... Okay, I'm going to stand back.
And it is gone.
It honestly almost took a light out there.
But it didn't.
It's always so close of you. One day we're going to do that. Alrighty, well, the picks and bans are done. The teams are getting locked and loaded to play for their 3rd time today. Finding out who is going to make it into the UKLC and who has to continue their battle for a spot here in the UK. I mean, both of these teams have played so well. 2-0 in the promo relegation stage of the tournament. They're looking confident. They're looking good. Both of them have had good games today as well. That's the key thing. So a lot to play for. And I honestly can't place who I think is going to take this, but that's why I'm going to throw it to you guys. Who do you think is going to win?
Based on the draft, I have to say I think it's going to be E9. I think they have the solid solo lanes as well. Lina was so dominating compared to... I've forgotten his name. Relia.
There you go.
In the 1v1 matchup. It's going to be a similar situation here. And I just feel like they're going to have the control early. They're going to keep snowballing things. And it's going to be their game to take.
I got to go with E9. Based on the dominating performance now, I'm going to make a bold call here. I do think that even if they lose here, which I think in favor of E9, but I wouldn't be surprised if Nvision take. Even if they lose here, I think Nvision are going to join the UKLC as well.
So you think we're going to have 2 new teams?
I actually think both of them are going to make it. I'm really impressed with what Nvision have been able to pull out here. And even if they lose this game, I think that they're going to come into the series tomorrow with a fresh and confident mindset. And no matter what, I hope we get multi-game series again, because this series thus far has been incredible. It's been really back and forth, and I'm really excited to see where it's going to end up.
I mean, it's so exciting, right? Like, the odds of us getting a 2 brand new teams into the league is 50%, because we're guaranteed at least 1 today, and then potentially 1 tomorrow as well. So
well, you say 50%, but that's assuming that the teams have a 50-50 chance of winning.
Yeah, well, that's okay. So I'm just going off pure stats here.
You've really
look
been
outside of that.
studying a lot, haven't you?
Yeah.
Of statistics.
He's been doing too many numbers, this guy.
Way too much. My brain's frazzled. So if I say anything weird, frazzled.
Is that a word?
That is a word.
That is a word.
You
You
see,
learn something new every day.
What other like words have you been learning here? Obviously, appropriate words for the stream. What phrases?
So biscuit was a new one for me because I didn't know that you
Biscuit.
I didn't know that you call cookies biscuits.
Cookies and biscuits are two different
No,
things.
no,
yeah.
not to you, not to the rest of them.
No, they're very. It's
No,
very
no, 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 no,
specific.
they're not-
What
they're not different.
becomes a cookie? Or
I
as a
know you
biscuit.
guys are like I know this is a whole thing.
So what separates a cookie from a biscuit?
I think cookies are like the big American ones, and then biscuits is everything else.
No.
Oh.
Do you dip biscuits in tea?
Well, yes,
That's a big
but
one.
that's not the
I
distinction.
can see the pained look on
That's
James.
not the distinction.
What is the distinction?
Well, it's the structure of them because a cookie tends to have a different form. It has that sort of almost semi-oval
Yeah.
structure where it's grown from when it's been baked. It has sort of expanded, whereas the biscuits are very clean-cut, refined shapes.
Is that literally the only difference?
Can we just?
All right. Take the headset off. We're into game.
Well,
See you later. Bye-bye.
goodbye.
We're all tangled up, Orcs. What are you doing? Alrighty, well, we take to the Summoner's Rift for our third game of this grand final here. The upper bracket of Forge of Champions.
Gotta be a
Finding
lot
out who is going to be making it to the UKLC.
Gotta be a lot of nerves here for both of these teams. Means a lot to get this win right now, securing your spot in the UKLC for the summer for you and your team.
Alrighty, well, defensive line. We're not seeing E9 group up as 5 in a bush this time. They are just standing around.
Am I allowed to come
As that
back
pink
now?
streak across your screen, by the way, was Zach recalling. He launches into the sky, so if the camera angle's at a weird point at the time, you'll just see a pink blob go. Whoop.
Right, I was wondering what that was.
I can come back, right?
I mean,
I won't talk about biscuits and cookies anymore.
what is your favorite biscuit? This is a good one.
Digestive with chocolate.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid shout, but
Yeah.
it's not top tier.
How is it not top tier?
I mean, it kind of is top tier, but it's not the pinnacle.
What is the pinnacle?
I'm a Rich Tea man.
Rich G, pretty solid.
Rich Tea are so solid.
What are rich teas?
Oh my god, just leave!
Oh boy. Well, Freezy Free, he's found Lena and actually taking the bad end of this trade as he's getting poked down
He can
really
just auto
low.
attack him to death.
He might just flash for him. Lena can chase, switches form one more time. Shot blast to the back of the head. Underneath that turret, Lena finds first blood at 1 minute 51. And oh lord, are you tilted now?
Wait, they're doing a lane swap, so they put the Vladimir mid because they don't want the awful lane matchup off the Jace into the Vladimir. But when you get found level 1, I don't think this lane matchup's going to go too good for 3z3 either.
He has no flash and no teleport. Psyche could just pick him up for free.
Oh my lord, this would be so dirty if they can pull this off.
think that's the
Psyche
game
just
plan.
sitting in the bush for the moment. Freezy Free recognizes that he is exceptionally vulnerable right now and is forced to run away. The binding's not going to quite find his mark. Sizen does take a pretty bad end of that trade.
I like you're like, not going to find it smart. You mean missed by absolutely miles.
What's your favorite biscuit, Ox?
I
Oh,
think
the
it's
milk
hard.
ones are pretty good.
I think it's hard to have just one favorite, but I will say one I do like from my childhood, Jammy Dodgers.
Oh man, Jammy
Absolute
Dodgers.
classic.
Have you ever had a Jammy Dodger?
I'm scared to say no, but no.
I'm absolutely sure that the shop upstairs sells them, so go get one. There's a
Oh, what a play!
Freezy Free flashes away, slides and glides away underneath the turret. Lena not going to take too much damage here, but the minions just do the work.
I was like, what a play! You outplayed them. And then just the minions kill him off. That is not going well for Nvision. 3 CS on that Azir, 0-2-0.
Wait.
We'll see a replay. So he does some quick moves with that shuffle to avoid the flag and drag.
And the shot blast.
Yeah, but then he just gets beaten up, and it's just the minions have got aggro on him. He doesn't respect it.
It's literally just the minions, and
That was a big wave.
I
But
think Airy still tagged him there as well.
And then Vokny taking a little bit of damage from these ricochets here from the bindings as well from UK Mildew, but Nvision not willing to give this up quite now. As now they actually do look something onto
Wait,
Infinity.
What?
Does have that cell division. This game is a little all over the places. I actually think they are going to die here. UK Mildew looks for the binding, flashes over the wall. Shizen finds the kill, and now Denvogny dodges out on the binding. Not going to get picked up here. And now E9 just might go for more.
Yeah, why not? They still have their flashes.
Psyche's coming through as well.
The tornado?
No flag. The tornado knocks him up. They've got the feel coming in. The Spark tries to get the auto attack reset, but he's stuck around too long. He's been slowed, and now they're chasing for the kill onto Spark. He's making a break for it towards the tower. The flag and drag do not come down. He does try to block it up with the spell shield, and Spark breaks his way out.
Just really questionable play across the board from Nvision. We've said E9 have a strong early game, but this is not them having a strong early game. This is Nvision handing it over to them gift wrap. 4 kills in as many minutes.
Oh, no.
Look at that damage from the serrated Dirk. I just feel like the Vladimir was the better matchup because 3z3 is getting brutalized here. A quick, short,
How
and
big
painful.
of a difference is this from the first game, where we saw that Nvision just punished him consistently? It's E9 are just turbo smurfing now. Like, what is this? How is Jace already 2 kills up?
Oh, Vixen actually just...
I think he killed 3z3 twice.
Yeah, I know, Orcs, but like, how though? How does he find a level 1 kill?
He found him at level 1, right? And Jace is just going to smash his ear at level 1.
Here's the thing, right, is that Lina is well-versed in the top lane, as is Brelia. They know about all the cheesy stuff you can do, like looking for those early level 1 trades. Jace is great at that because he has both ranged and melee and a gap close at level 1. But 3z3, his teammate said, look, this matchup sucks. Please, can you go top lane instead? And 3z3 goes, okay, I guess. And then did not expect to have to put up with so much pain and punish from Lina, because that's what happens when you're off-roll put into the wrong lane.
And we talked about a dominant EJBY Brotherhood. They just completely evaded the gank without even having to blow in a summoner. They picked up the Infernal Dragon. They're going to accelerate even further.
You do need to keep in mind that this bot lane is not going well for E9. Down 10 CS. They're down plates at this point. They do have those 2 assists and that kill and assist onto their bot lane. So it kind of pulls the goal back a little bit.
They're not going good, but look at the top lane matchup. Oh, that is not going good. 10 CS.
He's got 10 CS.
He's level 3, guys.
But that's good because his name's 3z3.
Honestly,
Yeah,
though,
level
you got to commend E9 for just the absolute decimation that they've been able to pull off here. Lina not only finding level 1, then Psyche pathing topside, and this is top lane. This is what happens if you fall this far behind early. There's nothing that Frieza can do here. And it's not even over yet. He's still level 3.
He's not even going to make it to level 4. As he gets flagged and dragged, this time the outplay is just not going to be enough. His dying breath is hitting level 4, but he is into a level 6 Jace who's 3-0.
Well, we're having fun, but I can tell you 3z3 is absolutely not. And I feel like their chances in this game are slipping away faster and faster with every kill going on to that Jace.
There are more kills for E9 than there are levels of 3C3 currently. Oh boy.
At least his level is outspeeding his deaths right now.
This is the thing though, right? Like, we can't criticize Frieza3 for this, because this is just what happens is you fall this far behind early on.
Well, I think
a squishy mage.
I think it's a myriad of issues. I think, one, 3z3 is not experienced in top lane. You put him there to try and give a good matchup to Brelia, but realistically, the Vlad isn't going to dominate the Akali. He's just going to be able to keep up in farm. You also pick a low-impact jungler in the Zac. Remember, last game they had the Hecarim. He's a lot more proactive. Zac isn't even going near top lane at all because he knows he'll get absolutely destroyed by that Jason, that Jarvan. So I feel like Nvision went for way too much scaling, and he's been punished by E9. We said this would happen for the series, but this game is just highlighting it more than ever.
I need Tibbers for this game. I'm giving him a hug. This is hard to watch. So this is actually just running Spark down here.
Honestly, we've seen E9 get overconfident, right? And I know this has looked insurmountable. With already the top laner just being completely shut out of the game. But let's not forget, E9 against Darkspawn also gave up plenty of opportunities where they shouldn't have. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen here, but they've done it before.
Going?
Yeah.
Psyche started that ages ago. Okay, he's going to step away. Don't worry, guys.
Oh, yeah, don't worry.
Freezy has got 14 minions.
The level 4 Azir came down as well. The more of that damage. I think they're just going to dive him. And
why not?
Infinity's here.
Yep. But I mean, like you said, he just gets murdered, and now they're jumping onto Spark. The Ignite goes down, and in comes Vixen. Spark is going to be brutalized as Denvoxy finds that kill.
And it looks like someone on E9...
It's going to go up again!
Okay, no, don't worry.
Someone on E9 is up past their bedtime. It could be Shazian, it could be Vixen, but they are looking to get out of this game as soon as possible.
No, they do just take down, get the Cataclysm, 3z3, still level 4, forced to flash away the binding, not going to find its mark, and this is just hard to watch.
I think this is genuinely the best way to lose as Nvision if you look at the series tomorrow. Because, no, listen to me.
Okay.
It's the same as SKT taking on IG and getting smashed in 60 minutes. There's some very clear early game mistakes. And then, yes, E9 can snowball, but you can just take those mistakes, fix them, and then you don't have to be afraid of something like this ever happening again.
Yes, but the difference is you're talking about SKT, who are one of the greatest orgs of all time, who have so much experiences in this situation, compared to Nvision, who I think right now will be tilted off the face of the earth. I would be.
I think you're being very negative, Hawks. Like, what do you know about playing in a team?
I have nothing. Oh, rest in peace, Spark and Meal Deal.
They are going to be made into the cheapest meal deal possible. Spark does use his spell shield to block up the take to the skies, but Lina is just running him down. The tower is going to buy him time, and Lina actually is forced to run away, so they're only going to find one kill.
That seems like a good play for Nvision. That's how bad things are for them. For only one person to die, that's fine compared to how terrible the rest of the game is going.
But Third Blood actually could still go down for Nvision. That bot lane turret only has one plate left.
I mean, Brelia's doing a great job here. That's something.
And Infinity's actually picking up this Infernal Drake.
Okay.
3z3, who's now level 5, by the way, so he's getting there.
He's working on it. He is the lowest level in the game, even lower than support. But he picks up that dragon.
That's actually so depressing. They do get the Infernal
He's
Drake.
level 6. He has an ultimate.
He's going to have a Seeker's Arm God soon as well.
Look at his items. He has 2 cloth armor and boots.
Ox is just completely losing it.
It's so doomed. It's so...
All right. What did they do to pull this back, Chronicler? You know, it's looking bad.
Ox
I'm
is
asking
saying
you.
it is doomed.
I know, that's why I'm trying to pull it back as the binding lands. This might be the opening. Vixen.
Like I said, I do feel E9 Brotherhood, even in a situation like this, I have had so many games where a team gets an advantage like, mind you, this is a solo queue, but even then...
He might just ult in and kill him.
He actually will.
He's gonna...
Just jumps in the streamer shuffle over the flash, tries to find the binding, but it's not going to make its mark.
This is exactly what's going to happen, but look at that itemization from the Kaiser, Ox! Yes! You were waiting for it!
We've seen it finally! The Man-Immune Kaiser have been making hints about it. It is coming out. It is a very popular build on Kaiser. I think action's going on, so I might wait a second. No, it's not, so I'll get some chance to talk about it. So, on this patch, Mirror Mana was buffed 10 more AD. And for a lot of champions, that doesn't really make a difference. More action, I'll pause for now.
Yeah, they actually do try to further that damage, and oh my lord! Lina just chunks through Sparks with a take to the skies. Sparks does need to be careful, but Lina doesn't quite have that ulti available as another turret falls, and we are still pre-14 minutes, and 2 bot lane turrets have gone down, and they might just be able to take this top lane turret before all the plates wear off. If they're quick enough, they actually might just be able to get 15 plates.
Yeah.
Actually,
I feel like Lina can just walk up and auto it and dies.
I mean, they're going to be at least getting 10 plates, 11 plates.
No, I think they get 15 here. I think they're just going to kill this tower. 15 plates to a team.
Lina needs to push it in. Oh, this is going to be so close. Are we actually going to see a 15-plate game?
50 seconds. They have so much
isn't
time.
it just going to... they gave it the Infernal, so it can't be a perfect game anymore.
It can't be. But they do get the jump in from Monte Infinity. He loses his life and he goes down, but at least they don't lose 15 plates.
True. Yet. 30 seconds.
They're getting the Rift Herald as well.
Like you said, Jake, you were looking for opportunities how Nvision can come back in. You need to make sure that you can't afford these kind of plays anymore. Infinity jumping forward there is way too overeager against the Denvoxy, who might not be as fat as last game on Tristana, but he's still going to shred free you in a matter of seconds, especially without any tankiness. As the Rift Herald goes down, you need to wait it out for the perfect opportunity and find that miracle team fight to try and take down E9, because your 5v5 still is good. Although the 9k gold deficit at 40 minutes sure isn't helping.
That was 13 plates. They are 10k gold up at 14 minutes.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think this is a good opportunity for me to talk about the mirror mana. So yeah,
go for it.
10 more AD on this patch, which isn't a big deal for a lot of champs, but is for that Kai'Sa because it helps to get that upgraded evolved Q.
Teleporting in comes Lina, just flashes away, gets pulled back. Low HP, and looks like they're going in. Borrelia tries to get the turnaround. 1 kill picked up for Spark. And now Freezy on this Azir, level 7. Nice to try to see if they can get something off as the ulti sends multiple members back. They're going in. That's going to be a big shuffle backwards. But Vixen finds the kill. Infinity jumps out. And it's a 1-for-1.
Yeah, I mean...
That's awesome.
That would have looked like a good play if there were, 4k gold behind. But when they're 10k gold behind, and that Azir's not really doing any damage at all, I just able to brush it off. Okay, hopefully they recall after this, then finally I'll be able to talk about...
Oh, look at this. Just every single person is 2k gold up. Besides Shazeen, who's only 1k gold up. So that is actually nice.
4k gold up on 3z3. Anyway, so, talk about the mirror mana. So, 10 more AD on this patch, which isn't a massive thing for a lot of champions, but it means that if Kai'Sa goes that mirror mana, that pickaxe, and then gets some mana stacked up, she's able to get her evolved Q. You then go for the Rage Blade second. The Rage Blade Phantom hit really synergizes well with the mirror mana because you apply the passive twice. And then there are choices of the build. I've seen people go more traditional sort of third item, Zeal item into more AD focused. But the common popular one is a full AP build. Reason being is you have that massive 1,000 mana pool from the mirror mana to work with. And also your W will proc your mirror mana when it connects. So next item, I expect to see a Nash's Tooth coming out if he goes towards that build. It gives him evolves in all 3 of his abilities, and it means that not only does he have a ton of sustain damage, but his W poke is going to be insane.
And don't forget, this is also 9.9, so you're working with non-nerf Phantomid on your Rage Blade.
Yeah, absolutely. So very powerful. And
3 Infernals in a row?
I mean,
come on, game.
Hey, at least for Nvision, E9 can't get another Infernal.
Could you imagine if they had triple Infernal plus this 10k gold lead?
Would not be good.
All right, well, that's the Rage Blade finished up onto Den now. Curious to see how many stacks he's on the tier.
I'm going to guess at this point, because you don't need that many stacks to actually get the upgrade. Oh, and Vixen could be in trouble here. Just get binded.
Vixen's dead.
Yep,
Vixen's dead.
Well, this is what we talk about. If E9 makes more of these plays, and Lina doesn't get an inhibitor here, that's possibilities.
The Baron isn't even up yet, and I'm thinking about they probably can just have 20-minute a Baron. If this bot lane turret goes down as well, they can 20-minute a Baron, because they'll have to send someone to deal with the split-pushing minions.
Look how little damage the Sun.
It's got the Seekers, dude.
Look how little damage they do to the minions. I mean, I feel like probably three caster minions, 2 melees, and a cannon is probably as strong as 3z3 right now. I feel like a full wave is like equal in terms of strength. A super just outranks him in this game right now.
I mean...
All right, well, they're summoning out that Rift Herald. They're looking to push onto multiple lanes. Get this 1-4 going up as... Actually, it'll be 1-3-1 because Vixen's not with the team, but Lina actually gets spotted out by Borrelia. Just sends him flying. Borrelia's looking for a little bit of revenge from the last game. Not going to be necessary as this tower will go down. They get themselves a 2-man dunk into the pit, but jumping in for the Zac. There's going to be one already picked up, and Den starting to pump this damage out onto Infinity. He's wearing him low. He does not find the kill, but the charge is enough to pop the passive. Cell Division is going to be forced out, and now Vixen looking to join up with the rest of the team as the Shuriken flip into the Monsoon. A 3-man shuffle. Freezy is just minced through and murdered. UK Meal Deal goes golden. It's on sale. A double kill for Den.
Yeah, and Denvoxner actually dies. The binding on the tower, but crucially, the gold goes to UK Meal Deal. 850 there, and it's on the worst possible person to support. Really good player, though, for Me9. Denvoxner flashing over the Shurima shuffle so he didn't get knocked in. And they're just in complete control of this game.
Well, 2 inhibitor turrets have gone down, and Lina working away on this open inhib, but the health bars are low. They don't have all their crucial members, and now Vixen takes a boomerang blade from Spark and is going to be forced away.
Okay. Okay, and then Voxnit is going for the sort of AD-focused crit build later on, which does mean you'll have a lot more base damage, more damage on those autos, but you don't have the AP poke from your W, and also your passive is going to do a bit less. This is a pretty popular build right now.
I can see why the crit one's nice, though, because
Yeah.
you're not... Like, if you're into the Mundo, like I was saying in the first game, the AP, like, kind of proc onto tanks is so big, but who's actually tanky here at the
Yeah,
moment?
you just want that one auto.
You've got a 0-free Zac in the jungle, and he's, like, the tank for the team, but he's 0-free right
Infinity
now.
wasn't 0-3, it might have been. You know,
Yeah,
might have been
a
nice,
big
but
reason for
it
this new
is,
build to surface
so-
is that the mana immune into pickaxe is the cheapest way people have found now with the buff, the extra 10 AD, to get that evolved Q. So it is getting popularized quite a bit, seeing a lot of pros playing it in solo queue, so feel free to give it a try and tweet us and let us know how it goes. And if it goes badly, then it's not my fault.
If it goes well, it is
Absolutely
all
my
to you.
fault. Yeah.
Ike just comes in, doesn't actually
Oh,
get
the
the steal
tornado
away.
got it!
The tornado secured it. I didn't even see that. Binding's going to come out, and now Den lands himself a Void Seeker, jumps over the wall.
Den
That was a
Voxnit.
little over-eager, but it does force them to run away, and maybe they just barrel towards this Baron.
Baroning towards the Baron, why not your 12k gold up at 20 minutes? You have 2 Infernal Drakes, but they're going to take the safe route. They're going to go and take the topside inhibitor first, just to make sure that you have those waves perma pushing in, where Lina doesn't have the teleport just now, but neither does Bralia, because, you know, he's not running teleport. He's nowhere near the team fight at the moment.
Well, they do land themselves a knock-up. Kaiki jumps away. Infinity, no cell division. Gets the flash out away as he's forced out. The Emperor throws up the tower to keep them alive for the moment, but...
Soldiers do just 0 damage. Like, actually 0.
I mean, the Legacy stream is doing more at the moment.
I mean, that's the strongest thing about the Azir right now, is the tower.
James got a long cooldown now. He gets himself a shuffle off onto Den. A great Monsoon to disengage. Hemo Plague lands around. This might just be the moment. They've already got 1 for Spark. They found 2 quick kills. Vixen trying to work through Borrelia, unable to do so. Psyche is forced to flag and drag away to safety, but the Ignite is on. He's burning low. He's able to make his way out in Infinity, chasing him down. Does have that blast going to work with. Takes the punch to the face. Not enough to get the stretching strikes. Misses out on the drop up, but he finds himself the kill. Meanwhile, Lina is just taking out Freezy Free, gets a binding underneath the tower, and UK Mildew saves the day from the split push. Somehow Nvision are still in this game.
And E9 managed a clutch potential defeat from the jaws of victory. This game looked so done, so free, and they managed to throw a great team fight from Nvision. The engage was flawless from Borrelia and Infinity. And so much shutdown gold has now gone over to Nvision.
It's still a 10k gold lead, guys. There's 22 minutes in. 2 Infernals. They could just... They grabbed the bot lane inhibitor of this.
It isn't a 12k gold lead anymore.
Yes. That is a
They
truthful
did pull
statement
2k
there.
back from that play.
And look, guys, 3z3 has Nightem now.
He has 60 ACS. He's been Flame Horizon 20 minions ago, and we're 22 minutes into the game.
I feel like the jungler's going to start Flame Horizon him at this point. He is starting to pick up some farm. Oh, God, this is...
It's rough.
Not a
it's
good
rough.
game.
Unfortunately for Freezy Free, you look at what happened in the early stages. He got caught out. They then were very good gank by Psyche. So while we can kind of point and laugh a little bit, but you have to kind of pay attention to actually how E9 played the early game around this lane swap so well to give them this advantage and to snowball this game. So it's easy to go, oh, they messed up. But actually what happened is E9 played this very well.
Ouch. And then Voxnit is putting so much damage that Baron goes down very quickly, and he now has that fully stacked mana immune. That damage is going to be insane from the Kite, so they really need to one-shot him like they did in the last team fight, or there is just no hope of winning it. 12,000 gold again is the lead, so E9 back in control. We've seen them...
They've already controlled 10k orcs, but now at 12k.
Well, yeah. No, they have the Baron. I feel like an engage needs to come out again immediately from Nvision if they want to stand a chance, but E9 play more respectfully, looking for the split. Lina is pressuring bot with that super minion.
Yeah, the split push just starting up really good here. Lina Just working these Baron minions onto the Nexus towers while the inhibitors are being sieged up here. Only 2 turrets standing. Den finds the assassination off onto 1. He's flashing away. A Grey Monsoon to keep him alive, though, and Infinity tries to get himself out with the less buns. They're jumping in. They've got the Cataclysm to work with. The shove comes down. 1 kill, 2 kills have been picked up in favor of E9 as they are just destroying everyone on Nvision. The turrets stand, but they will now crumble. E9, welcome to the UK LC.
And what a deserving performance. They stomped that game, murdered Nvision, who will go down to have another chance. But what a performance from E9, and welcome, as you said, to the UKLC.
I'm not even being facetious. I thought that the team fight at the end there for Nvision, that's as close as you can humanly get with such a big deficit, because we saw earlier on as well, they never gave up. They tried to look for the opportunities. The fact that they were even able to win a team fight in topside while being 12k gold down, it effectively being a 4v5 because Freeze just completely getting shut down. That's good, but Brotherhood, like you said, Jake, they deserve so much credit for the early game.
I think he ended that game with less than 100 CS. I was like,
what do you do?
Go next. Go next.
Unfortunately for them, it was E9 played a very well counter to the lane swap. They got a good advantage from early. They punished Freezy on his Azir. He was unable to do anything that game. And while like I said, it looks like you look at that game and you're like, they just messed up. But it was also E9 played that very, very well. And Nvision, they're not out. Their hopes aren't done. They get another chance tomorrow versus either Darkspawn or Bulldog, which is our next Best of 3 coming up after this. And they will be the team who might just make it to the UKLC. One of these teams, either Bulldog, Nvision, or Darkspawn,
will also make it. And that's the big thing, is that there were a lot of stakes in that game. One of these teams has just joined the UKLC, but Nvision was knocked out. The stakes in this next series, the team that loses in this next series are out. They're gone. They have been just deleted from the UKLC, essentially. And that's the concerning thing, is it's a lot of pressure. And I hope we have as good a series in the next one as we did here.
I mean, let's talk a little bit more about this series. Let's talk about what this means as well, because for Brotherhood, they're now in the UKLC. Now they have the chance where they've got a little bit of time to kind of sit and think about what they want to do as their as their plan coming into the next season.
And I gotta say, guys, after that first 2 games, I expected Brotherhood to win, but not in that fashion. And I'm like still flat. I'm still kind of reeling from how ferocious that early game was. Because we talked about it in the first game, you know, yeah, Brotherhood have a good early game, but mind you that 2 of the UKLC team, Bulldog, was not able to punish this Vladimir Azir in any of the games that they played against it, because Bulldog played against it twice. And then to have an open team come in and just absolutely demolished like that, that's insane to me.
Well, Brotherhood's jungler, Saiki, got himself MVP from that game. And I mean, he played so well. I mean, it wasn't just that game. It was that series. 5.29 KDA for this guy.
Just a consistent performance is the main thing, is that we talked a lot about the individuals who stepped up across the board, but Saiki, he just constantly performed. Did unfortunately have that Kha'Zix fix, which I did read on Twitter was actually a mispick in game 1. They didn't actually want to
so
go
they just wanted him to play Jarvan like in the next 2 games where we absolutely
yeah, where we did really well on Jarvan. So
that makes sense actually, because they picked the Jarvan and they're like, oh, we have a Kha'Zix now. Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I saw that on Twitter, a bit unfortunate, but they did get demolished in that game 1. Game 2 and 3, they came back huge. I think Saiki, a big factor in that. His Jarvan was just monstrous.
Yeah, I mean, we just look at how well they played across the board as well. You have Den in the bot lane. Just like the first game, it was rough. The second game, he just looked so good on that Tristana. That last game, while he was kind of getting those assassinations off early, you do have to look at like how well Nvision played their bot lane, because they were pushing, they were pressuring. They took 4 plates in that bot lane. But even so, the rest of the map just crumbled around, and E9 are able to get themselves I think it was 13 plates, a 10k gold lead.
Plates.
It was brutal.
And that's the problem. Like, even if, because we also saw Brelia do well in the 1v1, but if you're essentially playing 4v5, because like you say, E9 was so successful at shutting Freeze out of the game. By minute 3, I think, when he was killed twice and stuck on the wrist turret.
Minute 4 was when they had 4 kills.
There we go. And at that point in time, like, even if you're able to do well in your individual lane, the pressure that the rest of the team has, we saw Vixen can just afford to roam down bot lane, and it doesn't even matter because there is simply no more pressure because they're so far behind, and then just kind of sit there and hope for an opportunity like they found in the end there at topside.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite hard to kind of break that game down because it was just so one-sided. But we look at the rest of the series, right? We look at how these teams did play, and you think Nvision, their game one showed that this team has definitely got a good shot of making it into the UKLC.
I have one more question for you guys. If I need to try one specific biscuit, which one should it be?
Rich T.
Jammy Dodgers.
Well, we're split here, but we are going to cut to a quick break, and when we're back, we'll be finding out if Bulldog or Darkspawn are going to be eliminated from the UKLC. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a second.